Hello, my name is Brother Jordan DeGeer, and I'm a Dominican student brother living in St. Louis, Missouri, and this is a word of hope. Today, in the first reading from Genesis, we get one of the most, poignant phrases in all of the scriptures. Remember what happens. Adam and Eve eat the fruit, and then they hear God moving in the garden. And what does it say they do? They hide themselves. Adam and Eve hide themselves from the Lord who comes looking for them. And I just find that phrase so packed with emotion, with meaning, because I think this hiding is really the pattern of all of our sins when we turn from the Lord. Right? When we choose not to follow His will, we hide from Him. We try to build a wall around that certain part of our life and say, God, not here. Don't come here. We say to God, I'd prefer if you didn't exist in this part of my life, or if you didn't exist for me right now, so that I can do what I want and not what you want. Adam and Eve hid themselves from the Lord. But, right, as we read, God didn't leave them alone there. He didn't leave them hiding and separated. He comes looking for them. He comes looking for them in the garden because He still desires that relationship with them. Even though they've sinned and turned away from Him, He still loves them. He still wants to be in relationship with them. And we're going to see that pattern throughout all of the history of God with His people, that even when Israel, His chosen people, sin, God still comes looking for them. He still comes reaching out for them, even when they turn away from Him. And as we all know, ultimately, He comes looking for us Himself. He becomes incarnate as Jesus so that He can come to seek us, to find us, to restore us to relationship with Him. Our sins are what make us deaf to God. We try to close our ears, to block Him out so that we don't hear what He's saying. But Jesus is the one who came to restore our hearing, as we hear about in the gospel today. He takes the deaf man and makes him hear. He restores him to relationship. And what does that man do in response? He begins to speak about Christ to others. And the people say, Christ is the one who makes the deaf hear and the mute speak. This is what happens when we are in relationship with God. When He brings us back, we start to speak about Him to others. We want to tell others what He's done for us. The Lord is still calling us today. He's calling out to us. He's looking for us when we've hidden from Him. He comes to us in the sacraments. He comes to us in our own lives of prayer. He comes to us in the voice of conscience that we hear when we're trying to know what to do. Today, may we not be deaf to His calls, but allow Him to open our ears to hear and open our mouths to speak.